Um, but I wanted to try a thing, a new thing this week for a video and a live stream and show you what I do for like this weekly reset that I do every Sunday usually, where I take the time to plan out the entire week and kind of get a good like lay of the land and like everything that's going on. And I know that a lot of you are super busy just like me, and there's a lot going on, and it can be difficult sometimes to find the time to work on things related to your business. So I wanted to share what I do, and while it is not a foolproof method, it is something that has definitely helped me quite a bit stay on top of everything and stay organized. So I wanted to take the time to walk you through it. So this is going to be a little bit of like a, like hang out with me kind of live stream. So feel free if you are finding this, please, like jump in, ask questions, leave comments as I'm going through stuff. We're going to be talking about like all things planning, but I'm going to do this real time. And usually the weekly reset, I'm trying to keep it to about an hour, but just depending on how much is going on, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. But really like spending this like 1 hour to plan every week is something that helps so much in keeping on top of stuff. So anyway, hang out with me for the next hour while I do my weekly reset. So I am just going to I'll pull this up here. So this is the list that I make for my weekly reset. Anything that you do on a regular like routine basis in your business, I highly suggest making a literal checklist for all of the steps. I have weekly reset checklists. I have a monthly reset checklist. I have when I do like my financial routine every month, that has a checklist so that I don't have to like remember every week or every month what I'm supposed to be doing. And that takes like a lot of the stress away. So this is our weekly reset, and I'll be walking you through it. So the first thing that we are going to do, I am going to schedule my workouts for the week. And I'll make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. But first thing we are going to do is schedule our workouts. So I'm going to pull up my calendar. I'm not going to share all my screens with you because I don't think you want to see the nonsense that's on my calendar. But I'll pull up my calendar on my computer just so I can see everything. And then where I work out at our CrossFit gym, we use an app called Watify, and we sign up for the workouts beforehand. So I'm pulling up my schedule for this week, and I showed this on a previous video. I'll see if I can find it and put the link in the comments, but it is a video about how I go about like time blocking for my schedule. And my workouts, my fitness routine are super important to me. So in my Google Calendar, what I already have like planned out every week is usually Monday through Saturday. I have my workouts planned out. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm definitely at the gym. Saturdays, I've been kind of changing and experimenting with a few different things. And then Thursday, I usually work out at home. But all of these things are already in my calendar. So I'm just going to go ahead and register for all the classes. And hopefully you can hear the music okay. Definitely let me know if not. Okay. All right, so we've got our workouts scheduled. So I checked that one off. Planning out meals. So I work with my husband. We kind of coordinate our like weekly meal schedule and figure out what kind of groceries we need, what we're going to be eating. Planning all of that out, kind of having an idea of it going into the week is helpful. And then we'll get our groceries. But we already have that planned out for this week. So I'm going to go ahead and check those off. Usually I will revisit my budget as well, and just kind of get an idea for where things are at. Just to make sure that I am on top of my finances. So I'm going to check in on that next. I use an app called YNAB, or You Need a Budget, if you haven't heard of it. And I like it a lot. It really like helps to streamline a lot of the financial stuff, like managing business finances, personal finances, and then shared finances with my husband. It helps quite a bit. And then like this software too, this one for the weekly reset, it's called Notion. That's what this software is, where I have this list, and it's a project management tool. And I'll leave the link for these softwares down below as well. I have like I think it's a blog post on my website about like the different tools that I use. So you can check it out. And I forgot to mention, but something else that I really like to do is I bring at least 2 beverages to my weekly reset. This one, and then I have a water cup over here. This is Trader Joe's like spicy chai latte, but bringing like a warm beverage in my water helps to make it like, I don't know, for lack of a better word, a little bit more fun to do this. So I kind of like bribe myself to do the weekly reset. And something else that I'll tell you about while we are checking out my budget here. Yesterday, my husband and we did what I found, I think on TikTok is where I found this term, but it's called a rot day. And I'd love to hear in the chat or in the comments if rot days are something that you do. But it's a new thing that I am starting to plan for in my schedule. Where recently, I would say the past couple of weeks, things have just been getting a little bit harder. My days are really booked, kind of from morning to night, and it's getting to be a little bit much for me to handle every single week. So Kyle and I decided to do this rot day yesterday where we didn't do anything. Our plan was to do nothing. And it was a really good mental reset. Got to just kind of hang out. We spent time together, which was really nice. Ate a bunch of cookies, which was also nice. And it was definitely something that I needed because every day just kind of feels so fast paced. So if you feel things are just go, go, go all the time and it's just getting to be too much, I definitely recommend checking that out. Or trying it, I guess. I wonder if I can add, yeah, let me see. Okay, so for budgeting, I use YNAB software. And this weekly reset list is held on Notion, just in case you're interested. Okay, so I'm checking on my business budget, make sure things look good there, which they do, which is great. And then checking on my personal budget. I don't know if you've heard of the profit first method. I've made at least one other video about that here on this channel. And it's from a book called Profit First by Mike Michalowicz, which I highly recommend to every business owner about managing your business finances. But I've been using the Profit First method in my business for years. And then I just kind of had this brain blast last year that maybe I should try using the Profit First method in my personal finances. So I have been experimenting with that, and I do think it is something that has been helping me stick to my budget a little bit better, which has been great. Obviously, of course, to stick to a budget. But if you haven't checked that out before, I would definitely recommend it. You can find the book on Amazon, and you can find the book anywhere. But it was super, super good. right, cool. So budget looks good. Oops. Check your bank account, making sure that that looks good as well. And then the next thing that I am going to check out is, is my weekly review table. So, don't know why that's like that. Okay. Let's make sure we're still on the right thing here. Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks better a little bit. Cool. So weekly review table. You might have seen, it was a couple weeks ago that I did a video on creating a vision board. And well, I started doing this weekly review table before the vision board thing. The weekly review table that I have started doing is something that is helping me to stay on track with the vision board, I think. So every week, as part of this reset, I open up a table that I have and kind of do like a week in review, week preview thing, where I ask myself a few different questions and check in with my goals for tasks that I wanted to achieve over the past week. So I think we'll be able to see here like a few of the things that I ask myself. These, like for the brain dump, these questions are things that I just started putting in this weekly review table. So I write in here what went well in the past week, what could be improved, did I accomplish my objectives from last week, and what are my objectives for this week. And I think this is a great way to give myself a little bit more accountability when it comes to working on projects, because I can kind of like, I write out and like set my goals for the week of like the top 2 to 3 things that I need to get done. And then the following week, I actually do check in, and I will put like the actual emojis of a check mark if I did it, an X if I didn't do it, and an hourglass if it's something that is like in progress and I'm working on. So that's really something that has been very helpful. So things that have gone well in the past week. Sometimes this can be a little bit more difficult to try to come up with something, but just take practice. And sometimes I'll have to look at my calendar too, and figure out like what even happened last week. I guess like one example of things that went well in the past week, had, I think, 3 to 4 new inquiries for physical therapy, which is cool. I've been working with a few people at the gym now on, in particular, like shoulder problems, and it's been going really well. So, like it's of course it's a process and it's not an overnight thing, but I've been really happy with the results so far, and I've been sharing about that, and so I've had some more inquiries. I really do like working with people on shoulder stuff, so that's been cool. I've been setting up a little bit more of a sales funnel in the like business coaching aspect of things, where I've been like working really hard and trying to like double down on things that are, one, working, things that are like already working in the business to bring in new leads and new clients. But I have also been trying to continue to double down on things that I like to do. For example, I'm making content. I really like making content, especially video content. It's something that I always go to find answers for things or tutorials and all of that. So being able to contribute and offer like video content here on YouTube and continue to grow the channel is something that I really like to do. No matter, what the results end up being, I really like it. So I've been trying to continue to mold my marketing strategy into something that fits those two criteria, like what is working and what do I like doing. And that's been going well. So I'm going to add that into my weekly review table. Continuing to build and improve the funnel, pipeline, and marketing strategy for business coaching. And ways that I'm seeing this improve is my assistant and I, we are able to speak with more people, starting more conversations, booking more calls, whether it is a consultation call or a sales call, which if you are interested, you can go to my website, morganmeese.com/book-a-call. And I do free consultations. Like if you are a physical therapist or a healthcare provider and you're wanting to start your own private solo practice and you're looking for help, if you're curious about like business coaching or what it is that I have to offer, you can always book a consultation. And we sit down and take the time to talk about where you're at to see if what I have to offer is the right fit for you. And if not, like I'm happy to point you in the right direction either way. And then as far as what could be improved, right now I am running an ad campaign for my mini course, Therapy Business Basics, which you can also find on my website. And the whole goal of the mini course is to help you figure out how to set up a business entity quickly, simply, if you want to have your own solo practice, and how to do really easy like documentation, accepting payment, scheduling, that kind of a thing, and just all the basics that you could need to set up your business. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. But I'm experimenting with running paid advertising to the mini course, which I've kind of like dabbled with in the past. I set up an ad campaign for it in January, and it went really well. It was profitable and made way more sales than I thought it would. And then this month it has been a little bit slower. So like I'm working with my business coach to figure out like what exactly is going on. And just continuing to test, if this is a good avenue for this course. And then the other thing is making sure that I am sticking with my schedule and trying not to bend over backwards too much to accommodate different things, because I am only one person with only so much time, and I have to continue to make sure that I'm taking care of myself so I can keep, doing my best in all the different channels of things. So if you're here live and watching, if you want to comment and say hi, you totally can. And let me know if you are working on doing your own weekly planning right now, or if that's something that you incorporate into your week. Next piece is, did I accomplish my objectives from last week? So last week, a couple of my objectives were to, one, finish module 2 in a course that I'm taking right now on building up a YouTube channel. And I did. That's been on my list for a few weeks to finish module 2, and I've been putting it off, but finally finished that, on to module 3, and starting to build out a better workflow for YouTube, which I'm really excited about, and I'm probably going to work on after we do the weekly reset here. And then the other thing that I wanted to do was update my schedule according to my goals on my vision board. Haven't done that yet, but also might work on that today. So now that we've gone through this, we can pull that up. The next part is to empty my email inbox. So I'm going to get started on that. And let me know if you have any questions on that. And I usually I'll have anywhere between like 10 and 20 emails in my inbox by Sunday morning. I try not to open it on Saturday. I try to take Saturday off, sometimes Friday. But then it's helpful to just kind of go through all of them and answer things that I need to answer, or anything that needs action, I will add to my inbox in Notion. This is something that's really helpful if you don't already do this, is having an inbox in just a place where you can like always put notes of things that you want to get done. I use the inbox in Notion, but I also use an app on my phone called TickTick, which is great for just like daily reminders of things that I need to do, because like trying to remember everything is way too much. So anytime I think of something that it's like, okay, I need to like take action on this, I'll put it into the inbox. And then every week, as you'll see as part of the weekly resets, we work to process the inbox. So I'll go through all of the tasks and kind of check out what's going on in there. One thing that's been kind of new, if you are somebody who does email marketing, is I'm not sure like what this is related to, but in the past couple of months, there have been issues popping up with different email marketing tools around your domain not being verified in order to send emails, and improving deliverability if you have a verified domain. So if that's something that you haven't seen, but you do email marketing, you might want to look into it. I know my mom had an issue with it with Flowdesk last month, and then I just started getting flagged about it either last month or this month on ActiveCampaign. So something to look into for sure. And it's not super difficult to figure it out. It's just adding updated CNAME records to your domain, wherever your domain is hosted. And I know like here, like ActiveCampaign has like exact instructions on what to do and what values to add and everything. So it usually just takes a couple of minutes. Oh, okay. I just got an email from ActiveCampaign about it. So beginning this month, Google and Yahoo are introducing new email authentication requirements. These changes apply to all senders, with a more pronounced impact on deliverability for bulk senders. From ActiveCampaign, to ensure your emails continue to reach your audience seamlessly, we recommend taking the following actions within the platform. Set up DKIM and DMARC for all sending domains. Purchase domains if you are currently sending from an @gmail.com address. The good news is that you can effortlessly purchase and or authenticate all your domains directly within the platform in a matter of minutes, and for a limited time, ActiveCampaign is covering the cost of one domain for a year up to $12. That's great. So if you're somebody who if you haven't bought a domain yet for your business, definitely recommend doing so. I totally understand not wanting to spend a ton of money on your business right away. But I do believe that a custom domain for your business is important for credibility. And it does, obviously, like we just talked about, help with email deliverability. And when it comes to trying to cut costs in different places, domains are usually anywhere between $10 and $20 a year. So it's not really the place where you're going to save a bunch of money, and definitely worth the cost. So right now I'm writing back to an email that I received from one of my clients that I worked with over the past few years, both as her business coach and my assistant Taylor and I, we did done for you marketing for her for the better part of 2023. And she's been in business now for 4 years. And she's done a great job. And she was just emailing me and telling me about how she is going to start a new chapter in her career and take a new position as a staff clinician again. And I wanted to share this because I think, of course, I'm a huge fan of working for yourself. If you've been around for a little while, you might know that. But huge fan of working for yourself, huge fan of having a solo practice and, treating patients the way that you want to treat patients. But I also know, and I want you to know, that just because I'm a huge fan of it doesn't mean like it's the only way or the like correct way to do things. And it's not for everybody, or like in this person's case, they worked really hard for 4 years and they did great. And like, just as time goes by, sometimes things change. And I want you to know that too, that, you know, just because you decide to start a business doesn't mean you have to only do the business for the rest of your life. You can if you want to, but you also don't have to if you don't want to. It's totally okay to start it and try it and change paths, and do something else, but like, you're only going to come out better for having tried something new and learned a bunch of skills, and done all of the things. So, you know, like, if you are afraid of starting your own practice and starting your own business because like you don't know if you'll like it, or you don't know if you want to do it long term, you don't know if it'll work long term, etc., it might not. You might not like it, but the only way that you will know for sure is by trying it. So just throwing it out there. And it's also like with this person's case, it's totally okay to change your mind at any point too. I've worked with a few people where like that's been the case, but like I said, you'll only find out by trying. So I just wanted to throw that out there too. And like this person said, they are going to work at an in-gym clinic and it's a pretty small team. And then they wrote, words will never fully express how amazing and difficult this journey has been over the past 4 years, and the amount of help and inspiration that I've gotten from you, and your support will be in my soul forever. You are an inspiration and the absolute best coach I never thought I needed / could have asked for. Which is so sweet. It's so nice. So I'm just responding back to them. On to beverage number 2. almost done with the inbox. Let's see. I just got an email from something called Find Health Clinics. It looks like it's a listing site. I have not heard about this before. Interesting. I don't think I like it. I'm not sure if I don't think I have like an official listing on Yelp or anything, but there are a lot of other listing sites that you can list your practice on, whether it is Yelp, obviously Google. 100%, if you are a local business, you need to be on Google and have a Google business profile. But another one that I really liked, that's kind of a combination between paid advertising and like just being a general listing site that I have a few of my clients on, is called Thumbtack. And the way Thumbtack works is it's a listing site. It's a database where people can search for like physical therapists near me. And you only pay for the service if a qualified lead contacts you. Then it might even be if you like accept the lead as well. Like if they end up becoming like a paying client, then you pay for the lead. I can't remember 100% exactly how it works, but it's something like that. Like it's free to use unless you get an actual client from it, and then you pay for that lead. So if you're not on Thumbtack and you are a local business owner, definitely worth checking on, because we've had pretty good success with it. It's not something where we get like a ton of leads from it, but at one point we were getting probably 1 or 2 leads a month, and I know other people have had good success with it, and it just kind of seems to like vary month to month and throughout the year, but it's free to use, so you might as well put yourself on there. It's not very hard to do either. Okay, so we finally made it through going through email inbox. So I'll check all of these off, and then the next process is actually to empty my physical inbox, but I'll save that until later because I'm probably gonna like stand up. I have like this like folder or like hanging like file organizer on my wall over here, and that's where I put all my mail throughout the week. So like every Sunday I just go through everything. So I'll probably just save that for the end for myself for today, but I put that on here, empty physical inbox, just so I don't forget and I don't let a bunch of like papers stack up. So next thing is, so in Notion, like you guys can see this like 28 updates here. I use Notion pretty much for everything when it comes to managing like all my business tasks. And so like the updates are things where like myself and my team were commenting back and forth. It's updates about new leads coming in, updates on my CRM. So the next thing that I am going to do is start to go through the different updates that I have and plan things out. Okay, so I've gone through pretty much all of my task update notifications, and I do still have, like you can see up in the corner, 10 updates there that are related to tasks that are upcoming. So now we are going to start the process of going through like all of the kind of like not started and pending tasks. Coming into the upcoming week. And as you can see here, the next thing that we have, and I will update this here, start collecting tasks that are not started / pending is coming up next. I will check I used to use Google Keep a little bit more to keep track of tasks, but now mainly it is TickTick, like I mentioned. It is an app that I really like to use on my phone to help me keep track of things. The inbox in Notion. Which I have up here as well. So process the items in the inbox. And then I also have a whiteboard that sits here in front of my computer that I do really like. Like if you're somebody who works on the computer a lot, like I have a big monitor here and my keyboard. I have this whiteboard that's probably like, I don't know, maybe like 6-7 inches tall and maybe like 15 inches long, and it sits really well in front of the monitor, so I can take notes of like different tasks I need to do while I'm having meetings. So that's been really helpful, but I'll check those 3 different places to see what I need to do next. Okay. Just scheduled a new client for physical therapy, so I'm sending over the paperwork. My process for that is I always send an appointment confirmation. I use Acuity scheduling, and then I email over the intake form and the consent form on Google Forms. So just set that up. Okay. Next things. All right. So next I'm looking at the tasks that I have in Tick for this week. I've got a couple things. I'm gonna reschedule. I do remind myself to put my laundry in the washer, so I have to do that. A couple of client things. See anything else for this week? And I've got a couple things I have to do tomorrow. Okay, so then the next process is making sure everything is written in the inbox, or if there's anything left over. I do a lot of time blocking for tasks, and this is something that is newish. Well, I've done it back and forth a little bit, but what I like to do is I have my list of tasks for the week, and then I actually will go into my calendar and add in the time to complete the tasks, because otherwise it is difficult to get everything done. So I'm going to go back through my calendar from last week and check to see if there's anything that I didn't complete, which there definitely is. And then the way that I check it off, I was sharing this with one of my other clients last week. It is I'll put all my tasks in, and the color of the calendar event is pink. And then the way that I mark them off in here is through, I just color the calendar event green when I'm done. Cool, so I'm checking that stuff off. Great, and then next I'm just going to go through and process the items in my inbox. This usually means going through, I look at all the tasks, I write out the who's going to do it, so whether it's myself or am I delegating it to somebody, the due dates, whether it's going to be a one-time task or a recurring thing, the priority, and the project that it's for. And then it will sort it into the other databases. And then I'll also review my private client projects. So right now we have 2 done for you marketing clients. And that includes social media content, email content, website content, updating the website. I will also go in and review True Coach, which is where I keep all the home exercise programs for my physical therapy and strength training clients. And then once I plan all of that out, I will look at all my tasks for the upcoming week and figure out what needs to get done, absolutely 100% done this week. If I do nothing else, because I'll probably have 20 tasks assigned to it, what else can I get, or what top 3 things can I get done? If nothing else got done, what would I be satisfied with that it's done? And probably this is going to start to include some of the stuff from my vision board and also a lot of YouTube related things. I have to plan out content for next month, and also work on my funnels. Like I said, I've got projects to work on for my marketing clients, and just keeping up with the physical therapy stuff as well. So I am probably gonna head off now, because I know this live stream has been going for about an hour and a half, and I really appreciate everybody for stopping by. But I hope this was helpful to see. Just kind of like a checklist of what I go through every week to make sure that I'm on top of everything, because there is a lot going on, whether you're doing something like me, something similar, or you have another business that you're running. Planning out the week ahead of time helps with, like, today I basically like make all my decisions for the week, and then throughout the week all I have to do is execute on those decisions, versus trying to plan day to day. That can get a little hairy, and eventually, like, I've tried this a couple of times, doing like monthly planning at a time, and that can be kind of helpful again to look at it like from big, like, zoomed out view of, if I only get one or two things done this entire month, like one or two projects, what do those things need to be? And that can be helpful. But let me know if you have any questions, or want to see another, like, done with me kind of weekly reset or monthly reset, and I can definitely do that. But otherwise, I hope you have a good rest of your day.